Okay, what's going on? In this video, we're going to be talking about femicide. Femicide, and especially pertaining to the black community. The femicide is ridiculous. Femicide is basically a gendered act of violence against women and girls. And a lot of times it's women and girls being murdered and killed at alarming rates by their family members, parents, their spouses, their boyfriends, their husbands, fathers who are literally killing the mother and the children and taking themselves out later. It's a lot of femicide going on and has been going on. Violence against women and girls is just, it's ridiculous. It's out of control. It has always been an issue. It's always been a problem. And it gets addressed very seldomly. It doesn't really get addressed. And a lot of it is swept under the rug because it's women and girls who are being killed. Let's just keep it real. And a lot of this is fueled by misogyny. All right, the hatred of women, the hatred of girls, the hatred of anything feminine, femininity, the misogyny, okay, which is fueled by, let's just keep it real, patriarchy, toxic masculinity, white supremacy. All of these things are layered within, like I said. And when you look at the rates of black women who are literally being murdered by their boyfriends, by their significant others, by their baby daddies, by their ex-partners, lovers, when you look at the amount of children who are being killed by their fathers, let's just keep it real, or by their mother's deranged baby daddy or ex-boyfriend, it's ridiculous. I just don't. And my thing is this: if you don't, and this is what I don't understand. Again, this is largely the cisgendered heterosexual community that participates in femicide. But mind you, misogyny is also within the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, it's a lot of it, in fact. But when you see these women, story after story of women either leaving toxic and abusive relationships only to be murdered months down the line by the person that they were leaving, or you're hearing about them being killed as well as their child because, they broke up with the baby daddy or whatever. And it's the same story, different person, over and over again, and it's at an alarming rate. There was already a statistic that basically stated black cisgendered women are becoming a hashtag every 5 to 5.5 hours by a cisgender black man killing them, murdering them. Right? And then if that's not enough of the issue, you've got the human trafficking and the sex trafficking going on. We literally had a situation where a 25-year-old black cisgendered woman saw a baby toddler on the highway, called the police to alert the police of what they found and seen with that baby, and then also notified a family member only to be abducted, basically allegedly abducted. And again, thank God, thank the universe, thank the ancestors, thank everybody being vigilant and sharing and getting the word out. That 25-year-old is alive and has been found alive and is currently getting medical treatment. But no telling what she endured and experienced and went through. No telling the amount of trauma that she is suffering from and is going to have to heal from. Again, what is going on? And I'm going to keep saying it. As long as you continue to raise cis males in a toxic masculinity environment where you are literally teaching him that he's supposed to, he's more important, he has more value, And she's just supposed to be there for sex and basically an accessory to him. As long as you're teaching that, you're going to continue to see misogyny and femicide take place. You're going to continue to see women and girls being murdered and killed by their partners, by their fathers. It's insane. You're going to continue to see that. And it's all socialization. And also, as long as you're raising girls to think that their only worth in life is to be married or to be a freaking baby incubator and pop out kids left and right, if that's all you're going to be teaching her, and that she needs to be quiet and stay in her place, then how is she going to learn how to speak up for herself, to protect herself, to defend herself? And then why does she have to defend herself in the first place? Why are men aggressive and violent? Why are they, your average serial killer is a cis male. Okay, your average mass shooter is a cis male. Your average sexual predator abuser is a cis male. So again, when are we going to look at the cisgendered male population and realize they have problems and they need to be held accountable and checked? Because all they're doing is wreaking havoc. And not only are they wreaking havoc against women and girls, but they're killing themselves at alarming rates. I mean, every time you turn around, it's a cis male shooting and killing another cis male. And it's like, when are we going to address the elephants that are roaming around in the room? Like, what demographic is causing the problem. And toxic masculinity is at the root of all of this. White supremacy and misogyny, homophobia, racism, all of this is at root. So when you see femicides happening, that's basically a symptom of toxic masculinity, of white supremacy, and also of classism, because let's also talk about it. A lot of cis men, they don't feel adequate because they're not making money. Right? They can't get jobs, or the jobs that are available are paying poverty wages. So you got to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make one full paycheck, basically. They're not earning the money. They're feeling like their manhood is being tested. And then also, when you have toxic masculinity and patriarchy basically telling you that you're not a man unless you're bringing home the bacon, unless you're the head of the household, he's being emasculated by patriarchy, literally. Like, patriarchy is why he doesn't feel like a man. Misogyny is why he doesn't feel like a man. Toxic masculinity is why he doesn't feel like a man. Capitalism is why he doesn't feel like a man. Like, we are all, unfortunately, becoming collateral damage to these oppressive ideologies and beliefs and structures and systems. And again, black women and girls, cisgendered and trans, non-binary and intersex, feminine, etc., are being murdered and killed at alarming rates in our community. And we know it's mostly cis black men that are committing the murders, that are killing these women and girls. Let's just keep it real. And it's also mostly cis black men who are killing other cis black men. It's like, my goodness, at what point are we going to address the elephants in the room? You cannot keep ignoring what's happening. At any given moment, any of us can become a casualty to this shit. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that and address it. Information is in the description box below. Always research, always look up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta see. You gotta look up, you gotta see. So, anyways, y'all be safe out there and look out for each other. Protect yourselves and protect others if you can. I'm out.